And we are live. Hello, everyone.
Who is not here yet.
Get the link out to people.
And it's more thunder. I'm not surprised if anyone can't hear that. What I'm surprised is that you can't hear Eli right now.
Yeah.
Might be a more chill stream tonight. It seemed like a lot of people couldn't come today.
Yeah. Hello, Raptor.
Hey, Raptor. Yes, you're foist.
You're Brooklyn now. Oh, well, hello, Brooklyn. How are you?
Oh my god, how are you such a dad without being a dad?
Not for lack of trying.
Hello, Cameron, and hello, Vince.
Okay. Vince, the hell. You told me you couldn't stream with us today. You better just be able to be in the chat, and that's all. Or else I'm gonna smack you. Oh, and hello, Cameron and the father.
Hi, father. Leave him alone. Moving is a bitch. Nothing wrong with just listening in to our hilarity.
I suppose. Even though he was the one who said we're the Four Musketeers or some gay shit like that.
Yeah. Okay, I have to ask the chat. Like, I know you can't hear him, but it could just be
I can kind of hear Eli now.
old man ears. Can anybody else hear my dog? Because he will not shut the fuck up. We have a guy downstairs, like, for fencing or siding or some shit. And we can't let him roam free because he doesn't like people. He doesn't like strangers.
Hello,
But it
Mike.
means we have to lock him upstairs and he doesn't shut up. I mean, you guys can hear him when he barks downstairs. It's weird that you can't hear him when he's right across the hall.
I said I can kind of hear him now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Alright, Mike can hear him, kinda. I also did move some very, large bins in front of the door so he wouldn't scratch it, so that could be muffling him a bit.
Jeez.
What, he'll scratch the door and
I don't hear
that
doors.
happens, my parents wouldn't be happy. Father, I hear a whisper of Eli every now and then.
So it seems like the bins did a good job.
Could be.
Well, kind of.
Too bad I can still hear him. Yapping little shit.
Hey.
Well, he is. Like, you'd think he would learn by now that barking doesn't do anything.
No, he's probably like, nah, I'm wearing her down. I'll get it to work sooner or later.
I might text my mom, like, let's wrap this up.
I hear the drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of a distant Eli. Well played, sir. Well played.
Alright, that was funny.
Just wait a couple more minutes here, and then we'll get started. We got some interesting ones for you guys this evening.
That aren't, that thankfully won't be as long as last time. Well, we all know what really brings them here. It's hot beans.
I know, but you don't have to. You don't have to rub it in my face. I feel bad enough already.
No, I know. You guys like cold beans too. I like cold beans because that's when I usually try to be at least more diverse with my voice acting. Though it's a little bit harder with SCP.
Yeah.
Oh, he's scratching on the bins. I can hear him.
Oh boy.
Mike, no. Look what he's quoting. God damn you.
Alright, shall we begin?
Sure.
Alright, we are starting with SCP-148. Item number SCP-148. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Revision 3. One moment here. God damn
Everything good?
it. Yeah. SCP-148 is to be stored as 120 cast ingots, each of which weighs approximately 10 kilograms at the time of writing. Excuse me. Ingots of SCP-148 may not be housed at the same site as any SCP due to the potential of unforeseen interactions. Otherwise, said ingots should be distributed equally among acceptable Foundation facilities. The mass of each contained ingot of SCP-148 must be measured and reported monthly. Under no circumstances should any SCP with mind-affecting or extrasensory properties come into contact with SCP-148. In the event of such contact, the immediate area must be evacuated, and the affected sample of SCP-148 detonated remotely. Personnel are not to be assigned to SCP-148 for a period of time longer than 3 weeks. Any personnel assigned to SCP-148 are to be given regular psychological evaluations. Would you like to read the next part?
Sure. Description. SCP-148 is a metallic substance, composed of a variety of known and unknown elements. The total mass of SCP-148 on hand is approximately 1.2 tons. SCP-148 has a gray-green color with a bluish tinge and oxidizes readily in the presence of water. SCP-148 has a melting transition point of approximately 4,500 degrees Celsius and a boiling transition point of approximately 9,000 degrees Celsius. SCP-148 has a density of 6.76 grams per centimeter cubed and qualifies as HRC 39 in a Rockwell hardness test. It exhibits material properties such as strength, ductility, and workability, similar to platinum. SCP-148 is composed primarily of platinum and iridium, the two composing 62% and 20% of its mass respectively. In addition, several other known metals are present in its composition, including iron, cobalt, and copper, which collectively make up about 16.5% of SCP-148's mass. However, given the mass of the material, it is believed that there are other substances not detectable by mass spectrometry or other means. Images of SCP-148 taken with a scanning tunneling microscope show gaps in its lattice that, under normal circumstances, would be filled with other materials. SCP-148 blocks or otherwise hinder extrasensory mind-affecting properties of living organisms in proximity to it. This effect, while difficult to quantify, appears inversely proportional to the square of the distance from the subject to SCP-148's surface, and directly proportional to the quantity of SCP-148 in consideration. The range for which this effect is detectable is roughly 0.8 meters per kilogram of SCP-148. 1.1 tons of SCP-148 were retrieved from the Metallurgical Department of Prometheus Labs base facility during the Foundation's sweep of the building. Documents concerned with the project had unveiled that the substance was to be subject to additional development, sold to, redacted, trademarked and sold as Telekill Alloy. However, due to, redacted, and its political fallout, along with the destruction of the Prometheus Labs base facility, redacted, has acquired an estimated 1.3 tons of SCP-148 and sold it to unknown buyers. Foundation agents and forensic accountants are in the process of tracking the remaining supplies of SCP-148.
Alright. Addendum 148-01, redacted. Addendum 148-02, beginning, date redacted. Staff reported irrational behavior and poor communication skills among janitorial staff tasked with regular maintenance of SCP-148's containment. Note, at the time, containment consisted of a single storeroom, swept and checked on a daily basis. After 3 weeks of increasingly abnormal behavior, 2 custodians were taken in for questioning and examination. Testing revealed that the aforementioned personnel were incapable of interpreting body language and did not appear to notice the intonation or phrasing of sentences. In addition, the affected subjects were incapable of determining the emotional state or intent of others and demonstrated severely limited vocabulary. Further testing has revealed that the language and communication skills of persons with regular contact or extended exposure to SCP-148 will, over time, deteriorate and disappear. It has been shown that, after 8 weeks, affected subjects will be rendered completely mute and incapable of understanding or giving nonverbal requests, commands, or other statements, despite showing otherwise normal mental capacity. Addendum 148-03, a measurement taking on date redacted. Redacted months after the Foundation's acquisition of SCP-148 indicated that, despite no increase in volume, SCP-148 has increased in mass by 0.1 tons, a density increase of 9.0%. The source of this additional mass is unknown. Incident Report 148-redacted-1. To test the limits of SCP-148's effects and its capacity to change in mass, 0.9 kilograms of it was placed on a scale and moved to SCP-Redacted's chamber. Predictably, SCP-Redacted was nullified by SCP-148's presence. However, the sample of SCP-148 began to grow in mass by upwards of 5 grams per second. After 1 minute, this rate began to decrease, and SCP-148 ceased to increase in mass 40 seconds later, at which point it weighed 1.4 kilograms. It remained at this mass for 8 seconds before plummeting to 0.8 kilograms in the space of 2 seconds. During this time, personnel within 60 meters, 12 times the effective range of SCP-Redacted, began to experience SCP-Redacted's effects, albeit at a vastly increased rate, resulting in data expunged, lockdown until the affected subjects could be removed. As of this incident, contact between SCP-148 and any mind-affecting items is strictly forbidden. Addendum 148-04. Measurements taken since Incident 148-redacted-1 indicate that the combined mass of SCP-148 is increasing at a rate of redacted. It is speculated that should a large quantity of SCP-148 undergo an event similar to the sample used in Experiment 148-redacted, data expunged. Containment procedures are under review. And that was SCP-148.
And this next one is fucking terrifying.
Indeed.
I don't like looking at this picture.
This is SCP-3199.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, in a moment. Let's see what people in the chat have to say about the new image on the screen. Hey guys, what do you think right now? SCP-148, aka the Tism Ingot, I guess.
I don't like looking at this.
They got into great. They got into a bunch of over 9,000 jokes.
Yeah, I almost started doing that myself. I read the line and I was like, well, first of all, I already know they were gonna do it, so I was like, why not join in? But
What a handsome feller. Forget securing, containing, protecting. Kill the thing with fire.
I feel like it probably wouldn't be that easy. Otherwise, it wouldn't be an SCP, Mike.
Yeah, especially not Keter class.
Raptor. Me walking downstairs at 3 a.m. God damn it! Well, stop being funny, guys. We're in cold beans.
That's when they catch you with your whole hand in the peanut butter jar. It's like, sorry.
All right, I will not
feel
have
like
my eating habits be made fun of on live stream. Okay.
All right. Well, do you want to hear something that'll make you feel better?
What's that?
Once when my grandfather was staying with us, he would get up in the middle of the night to go to the kitchen. But the one morning we found traces of Canadian bacon in the peanut butter jar.
Sounds to me like your grandpa partakes in some of the dankest weed ever. And I respect that.
That's the thing. There was no weed involved.
That you know of.
Oh, trust me. He didn't need weed for anything. If he wanted something, he just went for it.
And look, I only will eat spoons full of peanut butter if there are no more apples.
That's fair.
Okay?
Hey, I didn't say a spoonful. I'm saying, like, just, like, sticking your hand in there, like, I'm sorry, I didn't feel like
like Winnie the Pooh with honey.
Yeah. Raptor the Rex.
Okay.
Scoop it out.
I might do that when there are no clean spoons.
God, I'm trying to back you up here.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
But my love for peanut butter is something I am not ashamed of.
Fair. Alright, shall we get started?
Yes, serious face. Item number SCP-1399. Object Class Keter. Site Responsible Site 114. Director B. Ewing. Research Head B. Ewing. Assigned Task Force Omega 19. Special Containment Procedures. All live instances of SCP-3199 are to be contained at Site 114 within a modified Keter humanoid containment chamber, hereby referred to as primary containment, the walls of which should be coated in approximately 2 centimeter thick acid-resistant steel. CCTV equipment is installed in the northeastern and southwestern corners. 2 meters of empty space are to be allocated between primary and secondary containment. Secondary containment consists of suspending all live instances of SCP-3199 within a block of solid transparent substance, currently clear acrylic resin. This block is to be at a height of at least 3 meters, with one armed security guard stationed immediately outside initial containment at all times. An 8-digit passcode can be obtained from the current Site 114 director in order to bypass primary containment. Secondary containment is to be regularly examined for damages. Movement and activity of any kind is to be noted, and the current Site 114 director is to be informed at the earliest possible convenience. A temporary recall procedure is detailed in Addendum 3199-03. Experiments involving the use of live SCP-3199 instances are strictly prohibited without approval from at least 2 personnel of Level 4 security clearance or above. As of February 18th, 2019, there are 6 live instances of SCP-3199 successfully contained.
Description: SCP-3199 denotes a species of sapient Category 5 biological entities of currently indeterminable origin, though tissue samples indicate the presence of silky chicken, chimpanzee, stoat, mussel, adder, and human DNA. We have 5 notes there. The Latin names for those species.
Yes.
They are typically hairless, stained with a thin layer of albumin-like excretion, and stand at an average of 2.9 meters. Its weight averages 780 kilograms for a matured instance, and 360 kilograms for a hatchling. Autopsy has determined that the cervical vertebrae of a mature SCP-3199 instance is composed of cartilage rather than bone. This enables the neck and throat to twist and dislocate to around 340 degrees in either direction, aiding their unusual reproductive cycle. SCP-3199 are opportunistic hunters, engaging with live subjects within a radius of 0.6 kilometers surrounding hatchlings that have not yet reached full adolescence. Average speed is recorded at 25 kilometers per hour. Upon contact with human or animal subjects, SCP-3199 will proceed to redacted, liquefying internal organs and bone structure. A suitable cadaver is then transferred within range of the closest hatchling. SCP-3199 produces large eggs of an off-white coloration and rubbery substance. An egg will pass through the entity's digestive tract, esophagus, and eventually out via the mouth, followed by a viscous red substance, first thought to be a form of placenta. Chemical breakdown has determined it to be a highly corrosive material. SCP-3199 shows extreme distress throughout the process, with personnel describing the sound as not dissimilar to a scream. SCP-3199 produces its eggs to fill unoccupied space. There is no known limit to the number of eggs SCP-3199 is capable of producing, and the standing theory is as follows. Given enough time, a single instance could single-handedly perform an LK-class species transmutation scenario. The termination of a live instance can be achieved through a variety of equally effective methods. SCP-3199 has proven to be around as resilient as a standard human subject. However, complete eradication has proven difficult, as all instances of SCP-3199, regardless of age, carry one egg within a specialized stomach-like organ upon birth, assuring that one living instance will persist through even ordinary means of constant and lethal assault. This biological phenomena is presumed to be, in itself, anomalous in origin. A single SCP-3199 egg can bear a tremendous amount of resilience, maintaining its form and purpose even following continual subjection to extreme blunt force trauma, pressure exceeding 180,000 psi, high precision blades, serrated and non-serrated, long-term acid exposure. The application of plastic explosives was considered, but quickly rejected by higher administration. Heat is a primary component in growth and development of SCP-3199's eggs, see Addendum 3199-04, and Foundation researcher Feig Bethel was particularly apprehensive towards this idea, believing it would almost certainly result in a second containment breach. SCP-3199 was issued Keter classification on the 6th of October 2017, following a containment breach. SCP-3199's prior containment method, a sedated water bath, was disassembled and replaced with a revised containment procedure as listed above.
Addendum 3199-A-01. On Redacted 2017 05-redacted. Dispatch the following notice. All further experiments involving SCP-1399's eggs are strictly prohibited. Hatching periods have proven too unreliable to warrant extensive research, and as the consequences of containment breach become more and more apparent, the O5 Council have unanimously decided to nip the situation at the bud. Until new and reliable information comes to light, all personnel found acting against protocol will be subject to standard zero-tolerance risk assessment training, and a punishment determined on a case-by-case basis. We thank you for your continued cooperation. SCP-3199 was discovered in redacted Ireland, following witness reports of a bald creature crying like a banshee from within an undisclosed area of woodland. These reports resulted in the dispatchment of Mobile Task Force Omega-19, who arrived on the site with a total of 12 armed personnel. 2 personnel were lost in the action, their internal organs and jaws having been almost entirely dissolved. During transportation, SCP-3199 produced 2 offspring, resulting in the deaths of a further 6 personnel. Addendum 3199-A-02. On date redacted 2017, a thorough sweep of SCP-3199's initial recovery location was enacted in an attempt to uncover the creature's origin and purpose. Local reports suggested that the small remote residence in question had been abandoned for at least 2 decades. Surface Team Delta 029-E recovered several items of interest, including 1 bag of assorted thread and needles in various colors and sizes, approximately 13 chicken carcasses, based on the collective halves and quarters, with precise incisions located on the underbelly, neck, and thigh. 6 of the carcasses have been plucked, with visible human teeth marks lining the bare areas at random intervals. Several containers, including water bottles and Tupperware boxes, holding an unidentified watery paste. The paste was a deep brown in color, and in the presence of oxygen it turned viscous and hard. An A5 notebook, redacted brand, and heavily scratched with what was determined to be human fingernails. The word New Breed Manifesto was written on the front cover. 2 chicken feather quills. The notebook itself consisted of 24 pages of standard lined paper, written in non-anomalous black ink. 19 of these pages consisted of various cuboid patterns and crude, childlike illustrations vaguely resembling SCP-3199. On the remaining 5 pages, large lines of writing detail the diary of an unnamed individual. Much of the written script was illegible. One extract in particular, dated month redacted 6/1973, was written with notably lighter clarity. If you're reading this, then lucky you. 400,000 hour from not, and it'll be warm and wet and warm, and the wonderful versatility of inferior human DNA will birth a era, a strong ear, one where, illegible, and food and water will be nothing but things of the past as we make and make and make more until, illegible. I really haven't much time. That's why I envy you so much. You'll have all the time you need. Time will be on, and death will be life. New life needs things to live. New life will be a part of life from now on. The final page consisted of various ink blots, 13 instances of the word life in inconsistent sizes, 2 instances of the word want it, I want it, and the lyrics to English songwriter Frederick Weatherly's Danny Boy in Old Gaelic script. The identity of the journal's author is pending investigation. Addendum 3199-03, Protocol 34-22-B. The following procedure is to occur in the event of a Site-114 containment breach. In an effort to safely and immediately recontain live SCP-3199 instances, on-site personnel with Level 1 security clearance or above assume standard lockdown procedure and evacuate to Site-113 to wait further instruction. Site-114 is to be flooded in its entirety by clean, distilled water treated with dissolvable Class A sedatives. Surface Team Tango 306-A will be dispatched immediately to retrieve any lingering instances of SCP-3199's eggs. Any living instances of SCP-3199 will be terminated on site, and their remaining eggs will be collected. All egg samples are to be transported to temporary off-site containment with a stable water bath. Site-114 will be subsequently drained, and custodian staff will be dispatched and thoroughly cleaned and sanitize the grounds to a Green Zone Foundation standard. Personnel attempting to breach Site-114 before this inspection is complete will be apprehended and punished accordingly. Note: a number of personnel have expressed their skepticism regarding the scale of SCP-3199's containment breach protocol. To clarify, we have reason to believe that fluid is an excellent counter to SCP-3199's anomalous reproductive properties. It appears to enter an inert state in the presence of liquid, regardless of thickness or clarity. The leading theory is as follows. SCP-3199 discerns the liquid around it to be occupied space. Regardless, I believe I speak for all of Site-114 when I say we're quite relieved to have found a safe and consistent method of containment. Dr. Lewis, December 5th, 2017.
The next part contains a transcript that is an interview. Would you like to take the role of Dr. Ewing, and I can take the role of Duncan?
Sure.
All right. Interview 3199-I-01, video transcript, date 28th of October 2017. Subject, Corporal Duncan. Interviewer, Dr. Ewing. Forward. Subject had undergone extensive psychiatric therapy prior to interview, and while the Foundation does not consider them responsible for the deaths of Private McLeod and Private Langley, subject expressed feelings of guilt for having neglected standard Foundation health and safety protocol. Begin log. Take a seat, right?
Please, if you would.
Corporal Duncan clears his throat. White noise as he sits, visibly anxious.
Could you explain your mission briefing?
The job was pretty simple. No auditory or visual triggers that the higher-ups in Site-114 knew about. Seems to me as if they'd done a pretty top job scraping the area clean. Never is that easy, though. Oh, man. We went around 2100 hours. The boys and I had been told that if we couldn't catch a thing, the next best thing would be snapping a frame or two, so they hooked us up with the best in night vision hardware. I know you have pictures, Ella. I know you've got something.
You're under no obligation to view the recording.
Nah, I know that. Just shook me a little.
Please, go on.
We found something within the hour, almost like a shack, totally out of scrap metal and wood. Looked more like an oversized chicken coop than anything else, but I don't know what your new monster built it. Just made it a home.
And I assume you...
Entered ASAP? Of course, it was a late shift. Wanted this over as quick as possible. I'd like to say that's why I did what I did, but I can't bring myself to make excuses. I really, really fucked it, ma'am. Pardon my French.
Perfectly appropriate, all things considered. However, I'm going to have to ask you to continue explaining the procedure.
Right. Well, I had two of my men stationed at back. Private McLeod and Private Langley insisted they take first charge. Fresh out of training, they were. Kids, I should be used to it by now, but never seen a smile get cut down so quick. It knew we were there somehow. Jumped right at Private McLeod and data expunged. Fucking teeth out of his head. I see it whenever I blink, ma'am. That's the shit that stays with you.
The Foundation will take every measure in providing financial compensation to the families of your lost men. Could you elaborate upon the other casualty? Duncan, please, I must urge you to continue. The more we know, the more we can do to stop it from happening again.
We barely had time to react before it started moving down the corridor to the right. I guess the adrenaline had just hit me, because I fired off enough rounds to blow a chunk out of its chest, just as its ugly head was about to round a corner. I saw straight fucking moonlight on the other side. Bullseye. Thing let out the most awful scream. I have a beautiful little baby boy at home, Doc. You know that?
Irrelevant discussion of domestic life isn't necessary for this procedure, Corporal. Could you please
I have a beautiful baby boy who just loves wailing when he's too cranky to sleep. And you know what? Every time he does, I think about that scream. I see it in my head. Think what it did. And his paw gives him a look as if he's gonna bash his fucking head against the wall. They were good men. Please, Yella, kill that monster. For no one else, for me. End log. Note.
Note. Oh, because it's from
Okay,
Dr.
go
Ewing.
ahead.
Note. I extend my strongest condolences to the families of those lost during SCP-3199's initial recovery. Furthermore, I would like to formally request that Corporal Duncan is administer one Class B amnestic at the earliest possible convenience. No excuses. Dr. E. Ewing, Site 114 Director.
Addendum 3199-04. Experiment logs. Experiment 3199-E-01. Heat exposure. Month and day redacted. 2017. Subject. 1 egg sample from SCP-3199. Method. Subject relocated to a secure containment cell. Inside temperature of the cell was gradually increased at an average rate of 7 degrees Celsius per minute. Results. After approximately 9 minutes, the egg ruptured violently and produced a single hatchling. On-site personnel reacted swiftly to recontain the newborn instance. However, the excessive internal temperature appears to have impacted the physical maturity of the hatchling, and it reached adolescence at an accelerated rate of 40 seconds. The now adolescent hatchling produced 2 further instances of SCP-3199. Security response on site was swift, and all 3 instances were detained cleanly. All subsequent heat experiments involving SCP-3199's eggs have been postponed until further notice. Experiment 3199-E-02 Cold Exposure. Month and day redacted. 2017. Subject. 1 egg sample from SCP-3199. Method. Subject submerged entirely in liquid nitrogen. Security remained on standby throughout the procedure in light of prior experiments. After approximately 45 minutes of exposure, SCP-3199 had reached negative 109 degrees Celsius. Following 2 hours of exposure, the egg was removed and placed under a hydraulic press. Results. Hydraulic press peaked at pressures of around 9,000 psi. Cracks appeared approximately 30 minutes into exposure before the sample shattered. Egg fragments were collected and furthermore pressed into a fine pulp. 0 traces of albumin, or yolk were located. Complete incineration of the shell's remains proved successful in destroying the egg and its reproductive capabilities entirely. Experiment 3199-E-03. Chemical analysis of shell. Month and date redacted, 2017. Sample, 10 grams of finely pressed eggshell pulp taken from an SCP-3199 egg. Results. Detailed chemical breakdown shows traces of nacre, enamel, and currently unidentified carbon compound. Microscope analysis suggests that the shell itself is composed of a tightly packed crystalline structure. Practical application of this material is pending administrative approval. And that was SCP-3199. What did you think?
Yikes.
Yeah.
Creepy chicken man.
Now, I gotta say, I did enjoy this one.
Yeah, that one was good.
But there were also things where I was trying really hard not to laugh.
Like what?
Like when it said it shot its eggs out of its mouth, making a screaming sound.
Hmm.
That, with how its lower body looked, just made me think of the Jacophosaur from South Park.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa! And and then just the guys in the chat, like, who touched my whiskey? Someone's on the potatoes again. Fetch me shillelagh.
Damn it, Corporal Duncan, why didn't you wear your foundation hard hat?
It's like, it's just an Irishman.
Oh, good.
uh,
Well, on to the next segment.
yes, let's get our boy in here. And there will probably be a moment where the call ends so we can...
Here, I'll hang up.
Okay. And now I don't call either of them, because I'm an asshole like that. I kid.
Back.
Yes, you are. Come on, Raptor.
Here,
Rise.
and while we wait for him, send us the link.
Yes. Chicken or rice?
Yum.
Arise, chicken.
Now I'm hungry. I want pasta with chicken and veggies.
Wap spaghetti.
No.
Hello, Raptor. Sounded like someone rolling dice from a cup.
Hello.
Yahtzee.
Ah, there he is.
Yeah, I was just getting set up. But I'm ready.
Alright, so now, a very drastic change from the last one.
As usual.
We are now on the Creepypasta Wiki. So, you just know that's going to be awful. And we are reading I Lost My Glasses. And I know I have Velma on the screen right now.
Gasp.
But, as I said earlier in Strams, this is more like Velma's retarded cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's very short.
Yeah, I'll probably just read the entirety of this one, then we'll do our normal reading for the next story.
Right.
Alright. I lost my glasses. I lost my glasses. I thought I left them on the table, but I checked and nothing was there except something sharp. I have terrible vision. Everything is so blurry, I can't make out shapes. I move through the house, feeling around. My wife must be painting the walls. I see dark shapes on them, and they're wet to the touch. It's so quiet in the house.
Well, gee, I wonder what that is.
I step on something wet and squishy. I really wish the kids would not bring the pool toys in the house.
God, you're an idiot.
That's your first thought. I look in the kids' bedroom and say, "Girls, have you seen my glasses?" No response, but I can see a lump under each of their blankets. They must be sleeping. I check the bathroom, but the light bulb went out. I feel around, and my hand touches the counter. I hate it when the kids splash water all over the place. It's thicker, though. Soap? God.
You know, I'm not the best at math, but I can at least still put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. I go into the bedroom and see my wife standing near the window. Of course I could only see her blurry shape because of my terrible eyesight. I'm getting old. "Honey, have you seen my glasses?" She didn't reply, just stood there. I approached her and touched her shoulder. She shifted slightly. "Hun?" Her shirt was wet. She must have spilled something on it. "Hun, are you okay?" Still no answer. I gave her a little nudge, and she shifted away from me, but then came back and bumped into my chest. I felt for her face. She had her mouth open. "Did you lose your voice?" Her face was wet. I touched her throat and felt a thick, scratchy choker. She must have gone shopping, but something didn't feel right. I reached for her hand and felt her clutching my glasses. It took a little effort to pry them out because she was holding them so tight, but I got them. I put on my glasses. Ellipses. I wish I had never found them. Then
Yes, you could just continue living in complete idiocy.
It was the Phantom. The Phantom of
The
of
opera.
what is the park name in Scooby Doo? Waterworld. But I'm not of a amusement park named Waterworld, but of the Phantom of that film Waterworld from 1995.
Oh, and Mike's Velma fact was that Christine Chandler wants to date Velma.
Can't blame her. She's kinda cute.
Raptor.
Had to get what? You know it. You know it's true.
But
But who was glasses?
And Bioman just said it best. Wow, that was dog shit.
My favorite part though was how you read it, like even when you weren't voicing him, you just made him sound like a complete goober, and I think that was probably the best choice to go.
I'm glad you like that. I didn't even think about that voice. It just kind of came out, and I was like, yeah, okay.
What if he's Lester from the dinosaur story, and this is just some sort of prequel to it?
All right, let's see the comments here. Wendy says, "I realized what was going on from the very beginning. Good story, though."
Not really.
Wendy, why do you lie to the man? Cool Rod says, "Nice, but not really shock ending."
Honestly, like, fine. Because, like, we'll make fun of it. It is a stupid premise, but it's not like it was written terribly. It's just, like, a silly little story that is very predictable from the start.
Yeah, but then you got comments, like, from a guy here saying, "Subtle. I like it."
Yeah, and Guy, times 4, isn't very smart.
Yeah. 41488P-F-user says, "Whoa. 9 out of 10.
No.
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name because it sounds like some weeb stupid shit, but it said, nice, feel kind of airy, ERRY, but not overly trying to scare the living soul out of you. 8 out of 10.
God.
This story was shit. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, Sloshed Train says not bad, 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
The fuck
when
is
you
wrong with
say
these
not
people?
bad, like, that's still pretty a generous rating.
Yep. Alright, yeah. Yeah,
Look, at the end of the day, like, it only is really, like, it's not, the idea of it itself isn't that bad. It's just the fact that you made the narrator a complete goober.
Mike says more like 9 out of 10. Got him. Alright. So yeah, everyone said what there is to say about this one. So now we're we're moving on from something worse than the creepypasta wiki. We're moving
Oh
on
boy.
to DeviantArt
No!
for the tale of Miss Slaughter. And I said tale lightly there because in every instance of this jackass has not capitalized the word tale. As if
Yeah,
that's
lowercase
somehow,
t.
yeah, less important or something. Alright, so let's do our normal 3 paragraphs. Oh my god. Okay, this one's short too. So, hello Kobe, F indeed.
And it's
Uh,
paragraphed really weirdly.
yeah. So, how about each of you just takes half of this?
Alright. You alright with that, Raptor?
Okay.
So I'll read up to around, let's say, lover instead, and then you can. No. Didn't move at all, and then you can take it. Sound good? Well, I hope you know what I'm talking about, because that's when I'll stop reading.
Okay.
In the UK, oh, we've got a. It takes place across the pond. I'm sure you're thrilled about that, guys. In the UK, there is a story for ungrateful. Okay, I'm done. Look how he fucking spelled ungrateful.
Ungrateful.
Ungreatful.
For families who are not destined for great things.
Oh, fuck you, Toy Cupcakes 23. Sorry. In the UK, there is a story for ungrateful families, and that's the story of Miss Slaughter. Young girl named Samantha Creek of only 15, who in 1900 was still single. No guy she meet convinced her to start a new life. But that didn't last. I was gonna say something, but one guy, comma, Mr. End sentence, Wilson of 25 years old who wanted her hand. But again, she said no. That wasn't the answer he wanted, and decided to let her know. Months later, thanks, pregnancy arrived. The child of Mr. Wilson, who in prison was.
No,
So her
in
parents.
prison.
Prison. So her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Creek, make her marry the next man that came from their door, Joseph Campbell.
Came from their door?
Yeah, like, wooden nymphs in Greek mythology. Well, wooden door nymph who just happens to be a guy in the UK.
So am I supposed to take over now?
No, not yet.
Yeah, Cope says if this is written by an actual English person, then our education system has failed. But it's probably a Teaboo, like that pervert Snuffbomb.
Who?
Snuffbomb wrote some of the really bad pastas.
We'll talk about that later. I must know more. An unhappy marriage between the two. Years had passed and no new kid for them. But Samantha has shown to be a great mother. But the attention her child, Frank, received was what the husband lacked.
What?
I apologize for leaving the story early, guys. I am going to have to ask someone to drive me to the hospital, for I believe I am having a stroke.
F.
They two families, Campbell's and Creek, decided to get a new butler for the child, Andrew Ellis. So Samantha was forced to spend time with Joseph, but the plan backfired and both each other loved.
Oh, and Cobe says that Snuffbomb wrote The Origin of Laughing Jack.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Even, at least that one was a little bit more coherent than whatever the fuck this is.
It's Frank Reynolds.
Time passed and Samantha agreed to sleep with her husband just because she knew the kid was her lover instead. What?
What was of her lover.
Oh. Okay. Okay, that one was on me. But, I mean, you can't blame me at this point. A servant discovered the truth and told Mr. Campbell, who decided to punish his wife by taking her most loved stuff. She was held down by two other guys and forced to watch her sons die and Andrew eat their child. Well, that escalated. The torture extended for hours until the three people she loved so much didn't move at all. Now it's you, Raptor.
Okay.
Good luck.
When Joseph spoke, though he has dominated the young women, he made the men's freedom. But little did he know he would attack him and take his life. Little is known after that. What?
But little did he know he would attack him. Who's he?
He didn't know that he was going
Himself.
to take his own life? What?
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Little is known after that, because the only guy who escaped it told that it didn't matter how much they tried, she didn't die, and he didn't last enough before he also met his fate, found in his womb.
Sorry, Raptor, you're reading it with proper grammar, and that's a no-no on DeviantArt.
No, I'm trying to read it like poorly. Like, it didn't matter how much they tried, she didn't die, and he didn't last enough before he also met his fate. Found in his womb without his lunges. When they tried to reach the place that where the family slaughter happened, only two bodies were found. Joseph Campbell and his other guy. But no trace of the lover, the child, or the women.
The child?
Yeah, that one wasn't Raptor doing a bit. It says the child's. And that's what, Raptor, you can't do bits for this because the grammar's already fucked enough. Like, it's gonna be hard for everyone to tell, like, is he joking or is it just this poorly written now?
But it is that poorly written though.
It is.
People believe that she wasn't able to die and her body still walk, wanting to have back what was stolen for her because of her own selfish desire and betrayal. Miss Slaughter walks around wanting to find people to make part of her family and be happy forever, and to make pay those people who don't appreciate the warmth of a mother. People said she is also not alone. And when you see a woman walking hand by hand with a man, be sure not to accept it when they invite you to take the tea with them.
Take
the end.
Tea.
To take the tea with them. Okay, walking hand by hand. I think it means hand in hand. That could be fucking anyone.
No, walking hand by hand. Their hands are just very close to each other. Not touching, though.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching
Alright, I'm
you.
checking out this person's page. And again, I know we don't have to say this. Don't go and bother this person. I know we mentioned the name of this DeviantArt page, but like, don't go and bother them.
Bullying is not cool.
Okay, well,
Unless
I've,
we do it.
yes, exactly. I've pulled up the creepypasta character page here, and
No.
I don't know where this is coming from, but powers and abilities. Most of her abilities are human-like, but seem to have teleportation as well. Is unknown if she possesses any other abilities, since she doesn't have the need of fighting against other people, but is believed she is hard to harm in general.
Where are you seeing this?
That's just
Where are you reading this?
creepypasta files. Oh, and
Ye-
it says that the creator admitted that she was inspired by Stephen King's book to create this character, or books. Which ones?
It.
I
Yeah.
The Shining.
Oh, there's
The
My Little Pony shit.
The Langoliers. Is Miss Slaughter like a Langolier in a dress?
It's under creepypasta shit. Like, what the
Okay,
Oh, I bet part of their name was inspired from that stupid Cupcakes fan fiction.
well, I mean, the username is Toy Cupcakes.
PewDiePie, please do not kill me. I do not want to be the pastry.
Here, Manny, click Creepy Set 1 creepypastas.
Mr. Shavier, this character is Miss Slaughter.
Mrs. Slaughter sounds like the bad guy from a Saturday morning cartoon show.
I'm on Creepy Set 1 creepypastas. Description. I get some 9 years old nostalgia and saw Marble Hornets again, and I fall in love with Tim/Masky all over again. And I decided to draw the proxies plus Tiki Toby, who now I actually love, but is a pain to draw. I'll probably just make more because yes, and some other weird art, including this boy's. I might as well reread some creepypastas. Don't. It's only gonna worsen your grammar. Alright, creepy, let's see. Creepy Set 2. Here you have Jeff, Eyeless Jack, and Ben. Except Jeff is kind of drawn like Zuko rather than just white fuck fish face.
Why?
Are you looking at what I'm looking at?
I have no idea what you're looking at.
Under creepypastas, on her quote-unquote art. Let's see, description. Here you have Jeff, Eyeless Jack, and Ben. It seems like Jeff's story was changed in which, wrong spelling, he just have half his face is destroyed, and he never did anything like cut a smile and destroy his eyes. IDK, but I prefer that. Ben, as far as I know, haven't changed, but I have seen people put free eccles on him, so yeah. Eyeless Jack. It was hard to find the original story as well as the one of his origins that everyone is talking about that have some kind of cult IDK, but here is the demon ghost dude.
Mike says Miss Slaughter is the truck from Duel. And I heard one of Manny's veins pop at Masky. Yes, you did. That was low shit.
The night's still young, I guess.
It is.
I know, we've only been streaming an hour.
Trying to find like another story for us to read.
Yeah.
In case you want to read another story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, now what do we do?
Because I thought the SCPs would take longer.
Oh my god. She also made character charts of creepypasta characters, which is stupid.
No.
But one of them, I'm looking at the second one, includes an anthropomorphic version of Pinkie Pie, who is not a creepypasta character, it is a character. And even, like, it mentions, Eyelash Jack
Hey.
belonged to IDK, but not me. Miss Slaughter belongs to me. Tails Doll, the internet, and Sega. Pinkie Pie cupcakes to Hasbro. That's not a creepypasta. That is a character that someone made a stupid fanfic of.
Pain! Pain! Pain!
Oh, Bioman, can you come on? I didn't think you could because you said your computer was shot.
Oh yeah, Wap Wat.
Mike did suggest back to the Save the Creepypasta wiki.
Hold on.
I was trying to find some Spyro creepypastas for us to read because I've been playing a lot of Spyro. There's some creepypastas. We could laugh at that. Maybe.
Well, why don't we go to Save the Creepypasta? Because we know that'll have bad shit
Hold
there.
on. I'm waiting to hear from Bioman.
Bioman! Answer.
Alright, yeah, if you can come on, we'll finish up Rap Rat.
Did we start Rap Rat? I don't remember.
Wait. Hang on. Well, we need if we're gonna read a Wap Rat, then we need a picture of the Wap Rat himself on the screen.
Yep, I got it.
Are you currently playing Spyro as we're doing this, Raptor?
Oh no, I'm not.
Oh, because I heard like the little dink that a Switch makes when you like choose a game to play.
Oh no, that was just like an update that those versions stolen.
Oh, okay.
Still, you should just play Spyro. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bio.
Hi,
Hello,
Bioman.
It's Rap Rat time.
Yep.
Goody.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh boy. But yeah, I'm on my phone right now, so if my audio sounds shit, it'll be better in like a week or something. It'll be fine.
What do you think I use?
Same here because
I don't
Discord on
wanna
the phone
talk
works
shit,
better
Dempsey. I
than
wanna-
Discord on the computer.
I'm
Seriously,
on my phone
for some
right
reason
now.
it's shit.
And the only reason I'm on my phone is because it's every time I just used the mic from my laptop, it sounded like I was talking underwater.
That's why you gotta get a mic. I got a mic, and you can immediately hear the difference. It's so fucking crazy.
Nah.
But yeah, let's talk about fucking rats that rap.
Wap
Alright,
Wet.
so this
Send
is
us this link, man.
He likely does drugs
I'm pretty
It's
sure
a
it's
chat.
on the
and probably
Creepypasta
died
wiki.
of an opioid overdose.
Oh yeah, it's on the Creepypasta wiki.
Oh wait,
Like,
that's not a link, that was just a picture that Raptor posted.
No. Yeah, no, I'm sending it. Yeah.
Here, I got it up.
Oh god, we all sent it.
What is this picture?
It's
it's
the
Wap
rap
Wet.
rat.
It's
It's him, the man
it's
himself.
the wet. It's the wet of the Wap.
Oh god, I forgot it was broken up into chapters. Oh,
Lights, camera,
Alright,
action.
alright, we'll do the 3 paragraphs apiece. This
oh
is
boy.
Rap
Can I
Rat.
be Wap? Can I be Wap Wet?
Yes.
I was born
I don't
for this
think-
role.
I don't know if Rap Rat actually has any lines, but if he does, yes.
Alright.
I forget like one line.
He better.
Alright, here we go. The terror begins. Ever heard of Nightmare? Like a lot of games in the 90s. It came with a,
No, I've never.
it came with a VHS which you timed with your play. That was not a lot of games. That was very few games actually.
Mhm.
The character on the
That-
video
like
would
that
give you
one.
instructions on what to do while you played the game in real time. Being a scaredy cat, I refused to play it when my mom bought it for us.
Loser, loser.
My brother was disappointed about not being able to play Nightmare, but my mom had a solution. She brought out Rap Rat.
Oh, this'll be better.
Why can't he play it?
I don't
Because
know.
he's a pussy bitch.
Well, no, like the narrator doesn't want to play it, but like, what the fuck is stopping his brother?
I guess it's one of those things like if your brother's not able to, then you can't.
I'm guessing it's probably a fucking multiplayer. Like it's like playing Monopoly or something. He can't play it with just you. But that said, the mom is also there, so I don't understand.
Yeah.
Continue.
It was cheap, dingy. It was a cheap, dingy little thing catered to kids my age. You went around the board, collected cheese, and the first player to reach the end would win. It seemed simple enough, and since it reminded us of Mousetrap, which we didn't have, there were no objections. Okay,
How do you know that?
this isn't like Mousetrap, though. Mousetrap involved building like a huge...
Yeah, no, this is very different.
It wasn't like a VHS game thing. It was a board game.
It was. I bet Rap Rat better than Mousetrap. You know why? It does the Rap Rat.
It's the rap.
We popped the movie wait. We popped the movie into the VHS. The VCR, you twat. You popped the movie into itself?
We popped the tape.
Up the boner.
Alright, we popped the movie into the VHS and set up the board. The first part of the video was just a simple explanation of the rules, as well as instructions on how the game worked. Then, Rap Rat came onto the TV. He was...
Yo, what's up, motherfuckers?
Okay,
It's me, Rap Rat!
He was Ellipses, not what any of us had been expecting. My smaller brother... Why are you saying smaller now? Who was only 3 at the time, immediately left the room crying.
Wait, is this the same brother who wanted to play Nightmare, but you were a little bitch?
I've got.
Or do you have an older brother and a younger brother?
It's like that fucking story. It's like that story.
Isn't he scared of Nightmare? Also, brother,
The old
you're scared of Rap Rat.
time.
The rat did
It's
not
like
even
that story.
resemble a rat. God,
It kind of resembles a rat, to be honest.
it does.
The rat didn't resemble.
Mike says,
It clearly just looks
What
like
does
a
it
fucking
resemble then?
cartoon rat.
Mike says, we popped a cap and Rap Rat like 2-pack.
Shut up.
The ears were far too big. It had a mouth
It's a cartoon!
It had a mouth lined with 2 teeth, and the inside of the mouth looked almost swollen. The most striking part about the thing, though, was the eyes. They were large, glassy, and fish-like.
It's almost like it's a puppet.
I asked, then bothered, then begged my mom to turn it off. You asked what?
To turn it off.
That is so poorly written. Rap Rat suddenly shouted loudly, screaming and wailing, saying,
I'm Rap Rat, and I'm here to say, wait your turn, you little bitch!
in a demonic, low-pitched voice. It's not at all like his normal, obnoxious, nasal voice. In the
What about
background,
Nasty Nork? I'm going after him!
we could hear the narrator saying,
That's my spot.
Narrator.
I hope you like it.
He's Rap Rat and he's the boss.
He's Rap Rat, and he's the boss, yo! Rap Rat, and he's the boss, yo!
over and over again in an overly serious tone.
He's the boss, you motherfuckers! You respect the boss!
Raptor, you are having too much fun with this.
I am.
The video was, ellipses, indescribable. Images crossed the screen in quick succession, overcut with Rap Rat's expressionless eyes. The images were some of the things I was afraid of at the time.
Oh, it's this line. Yay, it's my favorite.
A person looking over a balcony, a hornet slowly stinging someone's eye, an extreme close-up of a tarantula, a pit full of writhing cobras, and a bloodied syringe filled with green fluid.
Okay,
Yo,
so
we
there's a
doing
big
drugs up
gap.
here, yo.
There's a big gap in like horror between these images. So someone looking over a balcony. That's pretty normal. Fucking a hornet stinging someone's eye. That's terrifying. Tarantula. That's pretty fucking standard. And a pit of cobras. There's a big gap in horror between these images.
Oh,
And
boy.
then just a bloody syringe filled with green
Yeah.
fluid. Like, I get that
It's Reanimator.
that shots are unpleasant as a kid, but what child sees like a syringe and associates it with blood at that age?
Wait. The author's British, and he's using bloody in that context. It's a bloody syringe with green liquid.
God.
We immediately turned the video off, and I ran out of the room screaming, slamming my door. It took my mom 20 minutes to convince me that the video was gone, that I would never, ever see it again. I had nightmares all week about Rap Rat.
How old were you at this time? Like, if you were the 3-year-old, I would have been understood, but that was supposed to be your younger brother. How old are you? You could be anywhere between 4 and 13 for all we know.
Alright, the father says, I steal your cheese, I make you wheeze, stick your knees like a nest of bees. I'm a rat that likes to rap and get fat like a cat on the mat. Mike says, Officer Kenzie with the no fun police out here about to tase Raptor.
Yo, it's Rap Rat, and he's the boss. He's going
I'll
to
take
fuck
this.
you up.
I'll take the next 3.
Alright.
Oh, fun times.
That wasn't the last time I saw Rap Rat. While my girlfriend, yeah, okay, and I were preparing to move
Yeah,
in
Rat.
together.
Yeah,
Also,
your
okay.
Your girlfriend, anime body pillow, tomato.
No,
I
it's just
I believe
it's a
this
little,
guy has a girlfriend.
it's a little face written on his fist with like little curly hairs, like a wig on.
I believe this
His
guy
mom's
has a girlfriend
lipstick
as
painted
much-
lips on it.
It's Yennefer Lopez.
I believe this guy has a girlfriend as much as I do, as I believe the fucking guy from The Rake versus Jeff the Killer has a girlfriend. It's fucking
I wonder if this guy is also from Cy, Kansas.
just
Rap Wake.
breeding place for cucks.
I just made the funniest joke ever. Rap Wake.
Silence.
I get it.
Has
Mike says, just wait till he sees Hip Hop Hamster. He's gonna be super traumatized.
Has Vince done a video on the Rake yet? Has he covered the Rake on classic critiques?
I think.
I think
He should.
Like some time ago.
Because I haven't seen it yet. I've gotten caught up. I haven't gotten caught up yet, so I need to watch a couple. But he should review that one. That one's a classic. Anyway, stupid rap that rats.
So anyway, while my girlfriend and I were preparing to move in together, I was cleaning out the closet of my room and found Rap Rat again, with the same VHS and same board game inside.
Because your mom didn't throw it out.
Wait. Stained? I'm sorry, what?
The what?
Stained?
Same. It's just
Same.
yeah. Kenzie just has an accent or something.
I don't have an accent. You just misheard it.
You
You
Joycey.
just you have the
What I'm wondering is like, so this apparently traumatized this kid, and so the mom just
Yeah,
puts it in his closet.
yeah, the mom didn't throw it out.
Imagine being traumatized by freaking Rap Rat.
Did she like wait till he was like fucking
Imagine
misbehaving
your
and
child
stuff,
would
and then
be
she was
a-
like, "Well, one day I'm gonna put this in his
Wap-wat.
closet and wait till he fucking comes across it again." Take that, bitch.
Like
Well, I'm
Kay's-
about to give my
like Kay's
son
brother,
brother.
like Kay's brother hanging up the zombie in his kid's closet.
It was almost perfectly intact, save for a thick layer of cobwebs and dust bunnies on top of it. What? What are you laughing at?
We're laughing at you
Okay,
and your Jersey accent.
if you're older than 10 years old, do not say dust bunnies.
I
I don't know the actual term for them. What are they actually called?
Just dust balls.
Oh, really?
Or just say dust.
It's fucking lame sounding.
Just say
This
dust
was strange.
like an adult.
I'm not
This
an adult.
was strange. Didn't my mother get rid of it? And what was the game doing in my room? I let out a bit of a gasp when I found it, and my girlfriend came into the room, asking what was the matter. Breathing harshly, I said,
Man's having a panic attack over rap.
Hold on, I'll do this voice.
"Oh no, let Bioman, he's our guest.
Oh boy. What voice should I do? Someone in the fucking chat.
Just
Yeah, just
think of the biggest, weeniest voice you can think of."
Fucking, I can't do a Creeps McPasta voice. I'll try to do a Creeps McPasta voice. What does he sound like?
What?
You
And
just
then-
have to
look,
sound very British and very, very foppish.
Rap rat.
Wait, is he Mr. Angelica was a crack baby?
Yeah, he was a kid fiddler.
Okay, then you need to sound like someone
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
then you need to sound like you're congested and have a mouthful of peanut butter while simultaneously being mentally retarded.
And British.
And rap
But I guess that goes hand in hand. Boo!
Angelica was a crack baby.
And rap rat cause seizure.
Honestly,
So-
I'm sorry, I don't understand people like, oh, he makes anything sound good. No, he sounds fucking awful.
He
Oh,
sounds
no.
like a fucking...
That's suicides, people.
I haven't watched a fucking Mr. Creeps McPasta video since the fucking child stuff. So I don't actually remember what he sounds like, to be honest. I just remember fucking Jacob doing the voice and
Yeah.
Angelica.
And
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
no.
if I have to keep hearing my dog bark, I am going to fucking lose it.
and
That's
Eli wanted some tasty food.
Rap rat.
And Rap Rat was a crack baby.
That's the one joke.
Honestly, though, imagine. Okay, let's entertain the thought that this guy actually has a girlfriend.
Yes.
It's like, what's wrong? What is it? It's Rap Rat.
Oh, that's right. Mike was promised.
Rap Rat.
Well, I didn't know if I was going to do the Plinkett voice today or I was doing it to I was probably going to do it. I meant during Teresa.
It's Rap
Give us a
Rat.
taste.
It's a barking. It's really scary. It's a real freaky mouse, and he's the boss, and I have to deal with it. It's like, okay, you're dumped.
Okay.
Mommy, the creepy wet outside my house. He's firing sick balls at me. I'm scared.
Oh.
What should I do?
Oh, son.
No, you don't. You don't.
Please
know
point
what's
onto the doll where Rap Rat touched you.
coming. You don't know what's coming. Continue forward.
All right. Can we... Let's get back to the story. She laughed a bit, asking if it was a joke. I shook my head, explaining that it wasn't. She didn't believe me. Nobody did. And I decided the only way to prove it to her was to show her the video. Well, that's your own fucking fault.
Nobody
Oh,
believed
yeah,
it
this is
because
a
he
bad
was
idea.
a pussy.
Why
Yeah.
don't you just wait? Just fucking throw it out. What is compelling you to actually show her?
Like, yeah, just... Okay, so she's hassling you a little bit. You could just say, rather than just a dramatic Rap Rat, why don't you just say, it's an old game, I thought it was creepy as a kid, it kind of fucks me up for a little bit, I'm just gonna throw this out.
Because he's clearly having a panic attack when he sees it. To be fair, like a little pussy.
Wait, no, I have a theory about this now.
We have a theory.
This guy he doesn't actually have a girlfriend. He's not moving out.
Imagine that.
He's still like 5 years old. This is the babysitter. It's that thing like, the baby here's my girlfriend.
I borrowed my neighbor's VCR. We went through this and played the video for her. However, the images had changed. I saw a clown, its nose bursting and spraying blood onto the screen. Well, I'm pretty sure that was
Also the
lifted
clown.
straight
That's
from.
terrifying.
Well, that was lifted straight from it. I saw a woman alone in a dark room.
Terrifying. Okay, look at the gap between these two subject matters.
Hang on. Sorry.
Is that you guys or is that me?
Hang on. I just need to do something real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Entertain the chat.
Hello, peoples.
Rap Rat is real and he ate all my cheese.
Are you guys enjoying this adventure involving rats and rap? Looking back on the story, I get the rat part, but I'm not seeing the rap. He really doesn't do it. He just kind of stands there and says he's the boss and does some spooky shit.
Sorry.
He's the rat with the attitude.
He is so rude.
Okay. Oh yeah. However, the images I saw. Oh yeah. I saw a woman alone in a dark room.
Gap.
I saw a man being forced to pick up white-hot metal and hold it in his outstretched hand, turning his hand into a leathery mess.
What a gap! What a fucking leap in intensity between these two images. You have a woman standing in a dark room, and then you have literal torture.
Yeah. The scratching I heard as a child continued. When did you hear scratching?
Don't worry about it.
Picking up louder and louder. Then
He's right.
Rap Rat showed up and began twisting and convulsing. Its arms thrusting this way and that.
It's your boy Rap Rat!
Rap Rat's having a seizure.
Here with my little boy Satan here! Yeah! Hail Satan, y'all! Peace out!
Okay, let's keep going.
The costume wasn't a costume anymore. The felt was real fur. When was it a costume? That's clearly claymation in the picture.
It's Rap Rat. Don't think about it.
No! I will question everything!
Don't think about the Rap Rat.
Its face wasn't plastic, but instead a bristle of thorns and teeth.
I mean, that's not... I guess that's plastic.
It's Rat Jesus.
It's Rat Man.
Crown of thorns.
Rap Rat died for your sins.
The eyes turned inwards and suddenly popped out again. Rap
What?
Rat's huge fish eyes were inside out, staring right at me, watching my every move, my every expression. It grinned widely and gestured at my girlfriend and I with a single outstretched inhuman hand. Well, yeah, it's a rat. Of course it's inhuman.
It's not human, so.
I could hear the faintest scratching at my door. The TV
I'm
went blank and
scared
showed
Rap Rat just had a Glock. He's like, yo, give me a gas before you guys go splat.
You just made me imagine a fucking... It's like that meme where it's like... It's just like a hand holding a gun towards the screen and it's Rap Rat. He just pulls out the fucking... just pulls out his hand turns brown. It's just like... You better fucking give me my money.
The scratching got louder. It wasn't scratching anymore, but thumping. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
The thumping of tiny feet on wood. Oh, terrifying. It's tiny. You can just punt it.
It's a real Tails doll situation, isn't it?
My girlfriend embraced me in fear. Now she's a pussy. And my senses kicked in.
That's what he wants you to think. He's the one that embraced her.
Yeah. Before anything else could happen, I stopped the video, ejected it, and unplugged the VHS. VCR! The scratching stopped. When I looked out the living room window, nothing was there. I thought you were in your room.
Fucking Rap Rat. Who's reading now? Is it still
Can I read?
Yeah, you can read.
Okay. The police showed up soon after, warning us that a neighbor had seen a figure outside of our doors and had called in concerns.
He had
It's the rap
giant
rat
ears.
outside our house, y'all.
I'm sorry.
He's trying to rob us.
He had giant ears and claws. Fucking rat tail.
Let's not pretend the bystander effect would be in full force.
And he was wrapping some sick bars at the door.
He had
They
a gold
were,
chain. He had a grill.
and they had some Glocks in both hands.
He was laying down some sick beats.
My girlfriend and I simply couldn't explain what had happened, and had to tell the police officer that it was us. I was furious that a children's game was terrifying me.
Dude, clearly this is fucking like the devil is eating
Furious.
a rapper.
Ashamed. I think ashamed is what you should be, not furious.
Dude, like this isn't like a children's game. This is clearly like Satan's in your fucking like TV. Just go throw that shit in the fucking lake or something.
And this isn't a game. This is just like some college student's attempt at a horror movie.
Oh god, some student film.
Oh, let's
About
not
a wap
pretend
whack.
All right, give college kids more credit than that.
No.
No, college students. Haha.
This is what. Again, this is like a middle schooler trying to make a scurry YouTube video.
Continue.
Is
forward.
okay. I went to pick up the tape, but the VHS burned my hand. It felt like I had touched a Bunsen burner on the highest setting.
Yeah, because that's relatable.
Oh, guys, the VHS is his fucking mixtape.
Webwet is like the book.
I'm glad-
Webwet is just Webwet's sick mixtape.
I'm glad
was-
you laughed at that raptor because no one else did.
If Webwet was in the modern day, he would totally have a SoundCloud account. So he uploads all his sick beats.
Yes, continue.
Okay. We had to get the oven mitts from the kitchen in order to take it out. And even then, it was scorching hot. I brought it outside, tossed it down on the sidewalk, and crushed it with my winter boots. My girlfriend and I had nightmares every night. We would both
Every
wake up
night?
in the middle of the night and describe eerily similar images that we saw in our sleep. A rat rapping, singing In the Club by 50 Cents.
There ain't no sunshine when Rap Rat's gone.
The scratching would always be there at night when lights were off and the room was pitch black, save for the moonlight coming in through the window. Now, though, the scratching would happen every time I went near the front door, and every time we said Wabwat's name. It sounded as...
How often does Rap Rat come up in like normal conversation?
very really, I imagine. It sounded as if something very small was dragging across the ground outside of the door, pacing, waiting. I would simply wait with the covers pulled up to my neck until I succumbed.
A B is silent.
Okay. Oh, then why is it in there? It's
The same reason
necessary.
B is in the word dumb.
Okay.
I fucking love the fact that he pulled up the
Appropriate
cover to his neck like he's a fucking 7-year-old.
Yeah.
But okay, I just
Succumbed
want to say too
to
about
exhaustion.
the line "I crushed it with my winter boots." It's not winter. It's like the middle of summer, but it's like that's the only thing he has other than like I don't know, like Crocs or just like slip-ons. It's the heaviest footwear that he has. So he's like, I had to find my winter boots.
The joke is that he's a pussy bitch. Anyway, was that three paragraphs?
Again,
I think Raptor.
Oh no, there's one more.
After.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay, anyway. At this point, I was determined to sue the company for damages.
Oh, now he's Aaron too.
How dare you! He sued them for releasing a demon on his house.
I'm suing you for me being a ginormous pussy.
Imagine being sued by a pussy because he's scared by a freaking rap wad. Like, excuse me.
I gotta pull out this throwback joke from fucking.
Excuse me. They keep saying this can't be rapping.
I gotta throw out this joke from the fucking Sonic Round 2 video. Even if the police do find him, what are they gonna arrest him for? Fucking magic, being an illegal wizard. Fucking ridiculous. Raptor, go.
First thing I did was call my mother and ask where she got Rap Rat.
Well, you see, there was this man named Bootman Bill.
No.
I got it off this old guy on the side of the street.
No.
He only asked me for $1, so I
Raptor,
pulled
keep
out my
reading.
George Washington.
Okay.
Look, we've gotten on the
No,
train of
Raptor,
ripping
keep
off
reading.
that creepypasta
No,
joke, so let's just
no,
ride it out.
No. Manny is upset.
Okay. I found the merchant who sold versions of Rap Rat. It was also a bear wearing a suit with a bag full of gems. And I asked him how I could get in touch with the company. He promised to send me this email for a small fee of 100 of my gems.
You're up for Bioman.
Oh boy. And I get to do a voice, yay! Oh, now I gotta do a voice. I'm blanking so fucking hard.
Nah, just read it normally.
I
I
don't
can do
know.
like a money bag impressions.
I don't know about the game, but I know it was created by the same people who created Nightmare. The company is called A Couple of Cowboys. Try them, he said as he spun his propeller hat and flew into the air. I did a bit of research and discovered that the company became defunct in 1994, only 2 years after the company created Rap Rat. I discovered why they did soon after. Bold text, Chapter 2. How Rap Rat came to be.
How Rap Rat got his groove back.
Yes, because we're all asking.
You know, of all the creepypastas, I think Rap Rat's the one that deserves a backstory the most.
Oh, clearly.
In 1992, the year of the game's development, a couple of cowboys had commissioned a manufacturing company in Haiti to create a doll portrayed in the game. The company, who created the puppet, ran a sweatshop where they forced women and children to produce various components of the puppet, including the felt and the plastic of the doll. Is plastic made in sweatshops? I don't think that's where plastic's made. And that's three. Yeah. Manny.
One day, a young Haitian girl got her arm caught in the industrial sewing machine. The spring loader, unable to handle the weight of the machine, came loose and struck the child's neck, killing her instantly.
F. Can we get an F in
2
the
days
chat?
after the funeral, the mother of the child came to the factory, demanding to see the owner, who denied that he had anything to do with it. In a fit of rage, the mother said that the blood from the innocent
Oh my god. I cannot.
seeped into every crevice of the doll, every component with which it was created, and all who touched it would die.
Oh,
She
Okay,
claimed to have summoned a fear
dear
demon
demon.
and screamed at the top of her lungs,
A Rap Rat will curse you!
"Abonnet will curse you!"
Oh. it's so good.
So, couple things. So, for your backstory, a fucking rap rat, you are including one, a problem that actually very tragically happens often in these kind of factories, and voodoo of rap rat.
A fear demon. Is this fucking like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer ripoff?
I summon a fear demon.
Ah, fuck it, it's
A fear
Haitian.
demon
My white audience will believe anything.
A fear demon with the power of WAP on his side.
Rap demon. Okay.
Okay.
Continue.
The owner simply laughed,
Oh, my head
understandably,
hurts.
and told his corporate bosses about Apparat. They spread the joke from person to person, and the game was renamed Rap Rat, a loose anagram of Apparat. Well, that
That's
was not
not-
clever at all, you dribbling mongoloid.
Also, that's not what an anagram is.
Elaborate, I don't know English.
Apparat brought with it a greater and greater curse. Only 2 years after Rap Rat was created, the company was shut down and the owners hired by Mattel.
Oh. It's a real
Oh,
curse you
God.
put on them being hired by one of the biggest toy companies in the planet.
There were stories of the workers begging for days off, skipping work for weeks and weeks. No, that's not how that works. There. Finding the puppet in strange places. Sooner were the story. Sooner were the
The puppet
stories.
was found in a brothel.
Sooner were the stories of suicides. Makes no
The puppet
sense.
was found with cocaine.
Grim, violent suicides in which the workers would stab their hands and burn themselves to death, writing "I am fear" on the nearest surface in blood. Okay, Kenzie, take over.
Okay, yeah, that's clearly a suicide.
I am
isn't
fear, yo!
it? That's clearly a suicide. Like, did the cops look at that and go, yeah, these are clearly self-inflicted?
You want me to take over?
Yeah.
I mean, that was 3 paragraphs for me anyway, so.
Okay.
Clearly.
Okay, cause these are pretty short, I'll read up to the audio, okay?
Aww.
Yeah.
Okay.
There were stories of the worker. Oh, wait. Did you?
Yeah, no. It's nobody knows.
Okay. Then how about I read a little bit past? I'll read up to categories. Oh, wait, no. That's not part of the story. That's the end of the.
Oh.
I was like, I had it right at the bottom of my screen,
Just
and I was
read
like,
words
oh, I'll
of
scroll down. Oh,
warning.
no.
Just read words of warning.
Okay. Words of warning. 1. Never, ever say apparat out loud.
Oh,
Well,
we're
we're-
Oh, no.
Stop. Stop.
Saying a
Apparat.
demon's name out loud is an invitation to them. A calling. If you have already done this, it cannot be undone. You tricked me!
Raptor, can you say butt crack 12 times in one breath?
No!
I can't.
Die.
Manny, no one gets that but the 3 of us.
I know.
And Cricket, but she's not here.
Continue.
2.
I have no dignity.
2. Do not try to speak to or contact apparat. 3.
Yo, do you think we can find Applet via SoundCloud?
We got him on
He seems
fucking
like
Instagram.
He seemed like a cool dude.
No, guys, he's a demon. He's clearly on Twitter.
Ah,
I get it.
3. Avoid being awake between 3:30 and 4 a.m. Oh, it's the scary hour. When Rap Rat is
No.
the most likely to try to scare you.
Calling rap at 3 a.m. Gone wrong.
Yeah.
Gone sexual. So scary.
hang on.
OMG. Not
wait.
clickbait.
but going along with this thing's MO, it's like, I'm Rap Rat. Now I'm going to scare you. Can you put this tape into your VCR? What do you mean you don't have a VCR?
Also, fucking, scare, make you commit violent suicide. Same difference, really.
Webwet, and
All
he's the
Halloween
boss,
pranks-
yo.
All
Webwet,
Halloween
and
pranks
he's the
involve the
boss.
kill scene.
Alright, the audio.
Oh, that's Raptor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. The VHS is back. I thought I stopped it. Smashed it, the kingdom come. But it's back. I found it in my sock drawer yesterday. In my sock drawer. Next to my
Oh my
socks.
God.
Oh no. I'm so scared. I'm shitting and camming in my pants. Oh no.
I don't know why that's so funny. I found it in my sock drawer.
Like Raptor was like, I got you, dickhead.
I found it next to my cum socks. Oh no!
It's like, no,
I would
it's
say
like,
it's
it's like,
Raptor.
haha, you thought you were going to find warmth and comfort for your feet, but you found Rap Rat instead. Ah, ha, got him!
You thought you were gonna get some warmth for your feet, but no, it's me, Webrat, yo, and I'm the boss, yo.
Dressed like fucking
But I was
Theo.
Theo!
You thought you were going to find comfort for your feet, but instead you found a Haitian demon in the form of a rat.
Oh, that whaps.
The thing is,
Stupid.
like,
This will avenge the little girl!
and with Haitian voodoo, I'm pretty sure they don't believe in demons either, so...
Yeah, I don't think this person really understands voodoo.
It's just like,
Continue.
Even
that's
practice voodoo?
They got demons,
Samia.
right?
I know nothing about Haitian
Right,
culture.
Raptor, continue.
Okay, but this time, I was ready. A whole bunch of people have been contacting me, trying to get the tape or some sort of video from the board game. My answer for you is that it's just too dangerous. If I did, it could very well drive you insane, scare
Too
you
late.
to death. Yeah, it's on
No.
YouTube.
Wait, that's the danger?
Not the fact that it can summon a literal demon to murder you.
No, I mean, like, this is all the demon's doing, is like, watch the video.
Yo, watch,
again,
yo,
like, what do you
dude,
mean you
watch
don't
this.
have a VCR either? What year is this?
Yo, dude, watch this super slick video. It's called Rap Rat, yo. I'm in it, yo. It's gonna be so freaking slick, yo.
What do you mean it's 2020 and you don't have outdated technology? What are you, a pleb?
This is the age of hipsters. Buy a VCR, damn it!
By the way, I have a little gift for you all.
Oh boy. Continue, Raptor, please. Oh,
Why?
no, that.
Anyway,
I'm
scare
not
you to
clicking
death.
on that.
You shall.
The
Command
video.
you
No.
shall.
Never.
Command you.
Never!
Read.
I command you all.
Continue, fucking Jesus.
If you click on it, then I'll read it.
Read.
Fucking
Okay.
Rap
The
Rat.
video and the game and Rap Rat itself has some sort of strange power. Rap Rat follows everywhere I go, rapping some sick beats, yo. I see shadows in the corner and hear sounds coming down the hallway when I'm the only one home, and he's still rapping those sick ass beats, yo.
Well,
If
I'm the only one
Rap Rat's
home
there,
because my girlfriend left me for being a complete and utter puss.
if Rap Rat is there,
Since my girlfriend
I
left
will
me for
let
Rap
you
Rat.
know, but it will never let you see it until it's too late, of course. A lot of people have been
Until he's
watching
already
the
stole
normal
your
video from the normal normal board game. But that's the thing. Rap Rat can be normal. It will trick you into thinking it's just a puppet, and then it will stalk you day and night while rapping some sick ass beats, yo.
And then,
Go hand in the air, yo.
what a terrible way to end the story. But okay.
You mean based?
Fucking Jesus. How'd you guys like Rap Rats?
I know and see
That
the
was
dead.
something.
Oh, did
dead.
you guys not enjoy the rapping rat? That was actually a demon from Hades.
To be honest, like, that was not a
For
fun to
being
read, to be
called
honest.
Rap Rat, there was a suspicious lack of rapping.
Yeah.
It's just,
Alright,
I guess, it's
so,
so fucking
so
silly.
most of there are a few comments saying that sucks, but then you have Waffle Fan here. Creepypastas aren't really scary for me, but this one is pretty creepy, so good job on that. How? How was it creepy?
How is this creepy at all?
Apawat means
I like-
device in my language.
Dehydrated
What?
water
Yeah,
I
124
like you want to
dehydrated
bet that
water.
Waffle Fan here just says that on every creepypasta. Creepypastas aren't really creepy for me, but this one was good.
Yeah.
Who
We have
allowed the
Dehydrated Water 124 says, Apparat literally means device in my language. And Great Potato Muffin responds, what?
Oh, I love this comment. Don't say Avarat out. Don't say Avarat, please, in IRL. Fable Freak responds with, just did it out of spite.
Fable Freak, I love you. Fable Freak is my new favorite person.
Silent Fog says, dude, I don't get scared easily, but this scares me. So you do get
You
scared
definitely
easily.
get scared
You're a
easily.
wimp.
Okay.
This is fake
Hello,
as hell.
Eli.
Ufazak, I'm assuming that's how it's. I'm
I
just
hate
gonna
how-
give it 1 out of 10. Say Apparat, just nothing will happen. And then Silas Ray Lennon says, because it's a creepypasta.
I love how every fucking comment on this is just like, nothing's gonna happen if you say Avarat. No shit! It's clearly a fucking made up word.
Gavin H123 says, this is fake as hell. You don't say!
I'm having more of a go at the people who were in the comments than we are at the person that actually wrote it.
Right?
Because these people are just fucking idiots. It's like, no shit, it's not real. It's a fucking rat monster that kills people.
This person, I got one person, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, says, this is a crappy pasta. 4.3 out of 10. That's still too generous. And where the hell does a 0.3 come from?
Where does a point any number come with these things?
I do point systems, but like I do like 0.5, not like 0.3. I don't understand how 0.3 could be. Like, what does that even mean?
Like, stop trying to be cutesy.
Stop being a cuck. Just write a
Okay.
good story.
Illicent13 says, damn, that's cool, Af. Also kind of scary. I hate all of these people.
I
hate them all.
like this comment. I like this comment. Is this real? Not to be a 9-year-old, but I'm gullible as hey. And someone responds with delete system 32 for 3 robots. So, final thoughts on the rat that raps and is a Haitian demon?
Oh shit, but it was
Why
not
does
fun to
this
read.
exist?
I'm glad it's over.
I'm gonna look at the categories because I'm pretty sure this is under forefathers or something. Founder,
What?
like old. Oh god, never mind. I can't look at the categories on my fucking phone. Damn it.
It's
Oh,
on the mental
Okay.
illness, items / objects, dreams, sleep, television, demons, devils, but no forefathers category.
Wait.
Dang.
Mental illness? Oh my god.
Mental illness is seeing rap right outside your window. Ooh.
No, mental illness is deciding to write this story.
I'm so glad someone finally fucking talks about Rap Rat. I'm putting it on the fucking list.
What's your list up to now?
Currently, with the addition of Rap Rat, it is. Give me a sec. I gotta scroll through fucking all of it. Still scrolling. Still scrolling. Holy shit! I'm still scrolling. God damn.
What's wrong with you?
I think it's 42 pages long. Okay. with the addition of I Lost My Glasses, The Tale of Miss Slaughter, and now Rap Rat, we are 1,026 stories in to the creepypasta list that I have compiled.
Okay. Why do you do this to yourself?
Mike
I'm
says,
mad-
I don't get scared easily, I get scared hardly.
Okay. But, yeah, no, that was fun, wasn't it?
I would say so, to be honest.
No, it
Come
was
on.
fun.
It was fun, Manny.
That's the only thing that matters.
Wait, that was...
No! Cameron, no!
That's always...
What did Cameron?
What?
What'd the bastard say?
He spilled a Capri Sun down his front.
Aw.
F in the chat
Aww.
for Cameron's shirt.
Get wrecked, nerd. Drink properly.
No, just F in the chat for his shirt.
But yeah, no. That was fucking terrible, wasn't it? I love that story so much.
Well,
Love is a strong word.
Come on.
Like a
Love it.
real strong word.
I mean, it's so bad that it's funny, to be honest.
It's really fucking funny, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
like some dude saw this like demon name from Haiti and was like, you know what? That kind of sounds like Rap Rat. I can write this.
If you turn around some of the letters, you get Rap Rat. It's like it's like when he finds out that if you move one letter, you turn Santa into Satan.
What even is like how did they even come to this conclusion? Like he was sitting there, he was like, I gotta write my magnum opus, my creepypasta master. Apparat, Rap Rat, board game about Rap Rat, holy shit!
he's thinking about while he's listening to like Eminem and playing a board game. Wait a minute.
It's like Mousetrap, he's like, wait.
Oh, god damn it, Mike.
What did Mike say?
More like a Capri Sun now. Ha! 'Cause it looks like you peed.
One
Forgive
day-
him. He's going to go write Hip Hop Hamster.
One
Yes.
day,
We
Mike.
need Hip Hop Hamster.
Oh, guys, I just found another Rap Rat.
Oh, really?
What?
Yes.
It's VHs, I already know.
Guys, Manny,
Oh, you
Kenzie,
mean video?
Iron Man, allow me to introduce you to Rolling Rat, the
Ronald.
superstar.
I'm not watching these.
Is this the Muppet? Oh, no, that is not the Muppet. Never mind.
Manny, put that on screen now.
No,
Put it on.
Everyone needs to see its glory.
we can post it in the Discord later.
Okay, but let's watch it right now. I want to see your reactions to this.
I'm not watching it right now. A
And
Rap
it's-
Rat credit card?
Okay, but you gotta watch it sometimes because it just looks really epic and
Rap
very radical.
I can't believe fucking people found this scary at one point in time.
Lies. No one found this scary.
That's it.
Oh,
Mike says,
tell that to
another
the
Rap
government.
Rat? This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
We should not have made this bugger.
The
All
rat
right.
that- rap.
So those were 3 shit stories. With
3
two-
shit stories
with
and
2
shit
pretty good
and,
ones.
Some
So-
SCPs.
Thank
and
you all for tuning in again. I'll be back with Raptor and Kenzie tomorrow for Empress Teresa. Please remember to like,
Yay.
comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next Wednesday for more Hunt Cold Beans. Same bean time, same bean channel.
Love y'all.
Bye-bye.
Alright.